Hello, everyone. This is Asha Singh Gaur from Literary Warriors Group, and I'm here for a lovely and very special session. This year, like the last year, Literary Warriors Group launched its very special anthology of poetry. This anthology have poetry in Hindi and English both, and today we are here to celebrate all the poets and their poems in English. So to tell you more about this anthology is on relationships. Relationships which make our life special. Relationships that give us strength to go through each and every struggle in our life. It is a bittersweet path to trot on. So today I welcome all my guests here. We have very lovely poets, Dr. Anshu Sharma. We have Seema Jain ji. We have Pallavi Jain from Bahrain. We have Dr. Sushma Kasbekar ji and Satinder Kaur ji. You are welcome to this session. Without you all, this anthology wouldn't be as special as it is. So, this session is to tell you how special this anthology and the poems in it are. Because once you know what these poets are capable of, you will be curious to read more. So, let's start the session. To start the session, I would love to invite Dr. Anshu Sharma to read one of her poetry on relationship. And before she starts, let me tell you something about her. Dr. Anshu Sharma is a bilingual poet. She writes in Hindi as well as in English. In addition, she is a medical graduate and postgraduate from Delhi University and pursued a successful career as a medical professional in the government. She also worked as a public health officer and as an avid COVID warrior. She is presently involved actively with charitable medical practice, teaching yoga, social work projects, writing poetry, and globetrotting as a travel enthusiast. Her debut poetry collection in Hindi, Antar Man Ke Samvad, was published in 2020, and an English poetry collection, Scribble in Style, is in the offing. Her poems are focused on various social, cultural, and environmental issues and nature. They have been published in numerous anthologies and in various magazines, journals, and newspapers. And to tell you more, she has been one of the winners of our Mahamukabla poetry competition this year. A huge round of applause for her. And Anshuji, please grace the stage with one of your poetries and your experience with the anthology.
Thank you, Asha, for the generous introduction. Before I start, I would just request everybody to kindly mute their mics because there is some kind of an extraneous sound which is coming and it is a little disturbing. So, thank you for that. And regarding my experience with the anthology, I would like to say that being a part of this anthology, specifically the relationships, the one on Rishte, it has been truly an enriching experience for me. Because each poem in this collection felt like a window, into another soul's. And yet, it is resonating with something very deeply familiar inside me as well. As I journeyed through the various verses of different authors and different poets, I was really touched by their honesty, their sincerity, their emotions, and the beauty of the expressions of each poem. So the whole experience was, as I said, very enriching, very inspiring for me. It is really humbling, to note how different cultures, different backgrounds, and different styles, different languages, they all resonate with the same emotions with the same feelings, and they all put down their feelings on paper in the same manner, and they create such a good harmony, such weaving such a beautiful tapestry of shared emotions. So this was my experience, and this actually, this whole collaboration, this anthology as such, has really, given a direction, a new direction, a new growth to my journey, my poetic journey as well. So this was my experience, and now I'll come back to my poem today, which is different from what I have penned in my in the anthology. The anthology poem of mine is a different kind of relationship, that is titled A Different Kind of Relationship. However, this particular poem is titled Kindred Souls. How two souls are united, they are separate, yet they are united, they are related in a certain manner. Two hearts met, two hearts met, not in thunder, but in the hush between words, where understanding blooms like dawn without fanfare. No vows were needed, only a glance, a shared breath, a language older than speech, truer than promises kept. They walked through time's corridors. They walked through time's corridors, not seeking, yet finding comfort in the echo of footsteps side by side. For kindred souls do not bind. Kindred souls do not bind, they simply recognize. And in that recognition, they become infinite for a while. These were bonds of stillness. These were bonds of stillness, maturity, understanding, easiness. A silent vow, a constant commitment, yet never forced or stifled support. No words can define that relationship. No words can define that relationship, as no easy definition will suffice. Promised and blessed by divinity, thus carried through unending eternity. Their light entwined like prayers, rising beyond form or face, as if the whole universe conspired to fold these two flames into grace. No touch, yet every atom knew a pull serene and divine. Love not owned but remembered, as if written before time, as if written before time. So, this was about kindred souls. I hope you all liked my poem. Thank you very
How
much.
sweet.
It
Of
is
Thank
so
you.
course.
beautiful, Anshu.
Thank you, Sinaji. Thank you very
That's
much.
how
Beautiful.
the kindred spirits are. Without saying, without doing anything, they feel the pull,
Yes.
and just useful. Very nice poem.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Asha, for this opportunity.
You're welcome, Anshuji, for gifting us with such beautiful poem. And with that, we move ahead. And now I would like to invite Satinder Kaurji with her poem. Before that, I would request all other poets to put themselves on mute because there is some disturbance and which can be heard in the video. Oh, great. Thank you so much. So, before Satinder ji graced the stage, let me tell you more about her. Satinder Kaur ji is a trilingual poet and a short story writer. Her writings are a part of several national and international magazines, journals, and anthologies. She participated as a guest poet in World Poetry Conference 4 and 5. Her English poems have been published in ESBB Journal, Volume 8. Setu Children's Special, Mosaic of Poetic Musings, Feminino, Unscambling Time, Silver Years, Strings of Connection, and many others. She is a member of Mahila Kavya Manch and other e-portals where she presents her English and Hindi poems regularly. She is MA and MPhil in English and MSc in physics. She retired as an associate professor and head PG Department of English Kanya Mahavidyalaya Jalandhar, rendering a valuable service of teaching postgraduate and undergraduate students for about 40 years. What an introduction! And we can see a teacher in her and a very, very lovely poetess too. So, without making you wait for her, Satinderji, the stage is yours. Please share your experience and one of your beautiful poems.
Thank you. Thank you, Asha ji, for this generous introduction. And I really feel honored to be here while we are celebrating our anthology, The Strings of Connection. And these strings have connected us also here with the friends here and also with the viewers who are just watching us and listening to us. And I would first like to congratulate you all, editors and curator, Madam Neelam Saxena ji and Asha ji and Renu Mishra for this significant and wonderful anthology. It is like a gift for all of us to understand more and more about relationships. That is, the relationships can be uh, seen from different perspectives, and this is what, after reading the poems by all the acclaimed poets here, uh, one can have a very different look and different perspective. Means there are different angles from where we can read and explore the relationships. And I really would like to congratulate you all and all the LWG admins. And it is like a new vistas opened for us all and for all those who will read the poems and who have read the poems, that the relationships are very significant, and we have to care for those relationships by being emotionally connected with everyone. And the poem which I am going to present today, it is about the relationships which edge towards their doom when there is there is an absence of communication. That is, communication is very essential in order to cement the relationships. So the poem goes like this. Once our home was brightened with voices. Once our home was brightened with voices, laughter spilling like sunlight through the windows, stories shared over the dinner table, stories shared over the dinner table, the joy of belonging breathing in every room. Now the air feels colder. The air feels colder. Silence has sneaked in, behaving like a boss. We pass each other like shadows, pretending to be busy. We pass each other like shadows, pretending to be busy. Each smile fake, each I am fine lying. Each I am fine lying, making the wall strong, standing between our hearts. Among friends, too, it is no different. We scroll, we like, we react, but we don't really reach. We scroll, We like, we react, but we don't really reach. We hide our pain behind emojis, pretending connection lives through mobile screens. Pretending connection lives through mobile screens. No one asks, "Are you really okay?" anymore. No one asks, "Are you really okay?" anymore. And no one answers honestly what they feel. We forget that communication is the language of connection. We forget that communication is the language of connection, that "I am here for you" said at the right moment can pull someone back from the edge of doom. That "I am here for you" said at the right moment can pull someone back from the edge of doom. We forget that listening is a form of connecting, and understanding a kind of healing. I have seen strong ties breathing hard, not from betrayal, but from waiting too long to speak. Not from betrayal, but from waiting too long to speak. If only we had spoken sooner and said, "I miss you, I love you, I care for you, sorry." Keeping so called peace with prolonged silence acts as a foe for a scintillating, enriching relationship. Silence may feel safer for a moment. Silence may feel safer for a moment, but it starves the soul of the essence of love. But it starves the soul of the essence of love, a deeply felt connection. A deeply felt connection. Thank you.
Wow.
What a
So beautiful,
beautiful.
so touching, and
So
so
true.
realistic, I should
So
say.
deep, yeah.
Absolutely.
And
The time
I
where
like,
we are,
yeah, the
please
language.
go ahead.
Communication is the language of connection.
It gives
Yeah.
goosebumps,
Yeah.
to
Thank you.
be cut off. I mean,
Thank
you are
you.
in this around the same walls, but still cut off. My gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah,
this
so
ever said
realistic it's happening today that we rarely connect, though all the time we are connected through the Virtual world. internet. Yeah, the virtual Yes. world. Sadly enough. Very sad. Very sad reality of today.
this
True.
is how we are
The
connected with those whom we think that we are really very close to one another, but
true.
actually it is all on the mobile screens,
Correct.
which makes us feel connected.
It's very
True.
Correct.
superficial.
Very, very thought provoking. Yes.
Yes.
Satinderji, beautiful point. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much, Satinderji. Now let's move ahead. And now I would love to invite Seema Jain ji to share her experience and one of her beautiful poems. Seema ji again has been a very active member and she has contributed so many poems to so many competitions on our platform and she is just amazing participating as a poet and also as a judge to so many competitions. Seema Ji is a bilingual poet of short story, a short story writer, translator, editor, critic, and ex-head Department of English in KMV Jalandhar. She has 17 published books, 5 collections of English and Hindi poems, 2 edited books of research articles, 5 books of translated poems, 3 books of translated fiction, and 3 edited poetry anthologies, one each for Sahitya Academy. Her poems are globally published in about 150 anthologies. Recipient of many awards, Seema Ji has been a guest speaker, poet at JLF, Sahitya Academy, and SAC countries, Litfest, Forcewell. Now, what else can I say? So, Because I don't have any words, I will hand over the stage to Seemaji to share her experience with this anthology and share one of her poems with us. Seemaji, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Asha ji, for this beautiful introduction. I am really touched and I feel honored to be a part of this program. Uh, I would like to say that yes, my connection with the Literary Warriors group, it has been very long and deep, and I have not only sent poems for competitions, various competitions initially, and also judged some competitions, poetry competitions, and later, well, it has been a long journey for me. And coming to this anthology, first of all, I would like to congratulate the Literary Warriors group and its admins, above all, Neelam Saxena ji, who so beautifully coordinates her programs and the projects. And this anthology, the editors, Asha ji and Renu Mishra ji, and all the contributing poets, they are. They are, the poems in this collection, they are so beautifully curated, and the printing and the quality of poems in this book, it is really of a very high order. And reading these different poems by the varied poets, it makes you feel and wonder from how many perspectives the theme relationships, the strings of connection, can be viewed and can be perceived and explored. And that shows, how many layers to our experiences are there, and such beautiful or sad or touching experiences can be expressed through poetry. The poem that I had contributed to the anthology, it was in a lighter vein. It was based on the famous American cartoon series Calvin and Hobbes, and it was in a funny mode. But for this evening, I have chosen a different poem uh, based on relationships, the theme of relationships. Initially, I had selected a poem about the kindred souls, as Anshu read. It was something similar to that. So I decided to read a different poem now, which explores a different aspect of human relationships. So this poem is titled "The Empty Nest." So, from the title itself, I think you can gather about the relationship of parents and their offsprings, the empty nest. So, here it is. Bit by bit, straw upon straw, with strands of love, the young sparrows knit their nest, collected all the titbits they could manage to make it a cozy little heaven. The mother, with infinite loving tenderness, lulled her young ones to sleep with enchanting fairy tales and the soft cadences of hypnotic lullabies. The doting father could pluck the shining stars or bring the glowing glowworms in his palms or splash all the vibrant rainbow hues in the tiny world of his darling offsprings. Keen to brave all the harsh onslaughts of the sun, the rain, or the harsh, stormy winds, the two parental hearts throbbed and pulsated with myriads of dreams nestled in their nooks and crevices. Time flew, wings grew, and with the inevitable flight, the empty nest stood, robbed of all its sunshine. The sparrows, clinging to some souvenirs and memories of the past, wait for phone calls or arrival of children, who, in turn, are stuck in their world of striving, competition, deadlines, the home and the heart full of emptiness, exude a sense of vague, uncertain expectancy. At times, the moist eyes struggle to hide the welling up tears, the waves of pain, pain that gnaws and evades any outlet. Life becomes an unending ocean of waiting in grief till some whisper from within brings a little relief. The extended nest envelops the whole world now, and each little face breathes with shades of its own. The empty nest now sparkles and radiates with hope and laughter, and promise it reverberates, and promises it reverberates. So that was my poem, The Empty Nest. Thank you so much.
So beautiful.
Beautiful.
And this
Yes,
empty nest
perfect. Absolutely.
reminds us also that these days the children are away for their duties, their jobs, either in the country or outside, abroad, but the nest of the parents looks
Yeah, I
empty.
think the emptiness syndrome sooner or later has to catch up with everyone. It
It's
does,
the
and
reality of
it's a
today.
part of
Yes.
life, it's a reality. But you then realize and you learn how to cope with it, and
Yeah,
different strategies can be adopted to face it and to live with it.
yeah.
That's it.
Very true.
True.
Very true.
Very
Yeah.
true. A beautiful poem, Seema ji,
Thank you.
which completely expresses what we see in today's life
Yeah.
and which is
Very true.
very true and which is common.
Thank you. I can read Neelam Saxena ji's comment. Yes, very strong, long and deep connection, Seema ji.
Yes,
So that is indeed true.
absolutely.
You know, it has been a very deep connection, and I hope it continues for many, many more years to come, and for all the years to come. Thank you so much, Neelam ji,
Absolutely.
for everything.
So, with that, I would like to tell you that the people are showering with comments, beautiful comments for all the poets here. Anshuji, Satinderji, Seemaji. I request you, once the session is over, please go back, check your comments, reply to them. And they're just
Of course,
lovely comments.
yes.
You
I
love to
always
read
do
all of
that, and
them.
it's such a
True.
lovely experience to go through the wonderful and endearing comments of all our viewers. Thank you, all the viewers,
Absolutely.
for your love and affection showered upon us. Thank you.
With that, I would love to invite Dr. Sushma Kasbekar ji. Sushma ji is an author who has published two novels, two children's books, and three textbooks. She is a triple gold medalist and has worked as a professor in India and abroad for 4 decades. No wonder we have such talents out here. I've read her poems before and they are just amazing. Sushma ji, we are waiting to hear one of your poems and your experience. The
Thank
stage
you
is
so
yours.
much. Thank you so much, Asha ji. I'm indebted to Neelam ji and Renu ji as well as Asha ji for this beautiful strings of connection. They have connected me to amazing poets and amazing insights into relationships. My poem in Strings of Connection is about the relationships which go on amongst even pigeons. You know, we see in the early morning light pigeons sitting on the wires and talking to one another. So I've taken that as a metaphor for meetings in government offices and how everybody speaks but nothing gets done. So that was my poem for Strings of Connection. But today I'm going to read a separate poem published in another anthology, which I hope you will enjoy. This poem is called Letters I Never Sent. So, this is about love, love which is unrequited, love which doesn't receive love in return. So, please let me read it. It's quite a short poem. Letters I never sent. The table's top drawer is full of them, a hushed guardian of quiet love. The letters lie forlorn, lifeless, listless, languid, lackadaisical, like sleeping corpses, some torn, others yeared, still others falling apart. Yet they are dearer to me than most. They are cherished sentinels of my silent, idolized love for you, an unrequited and unspoken love. For I loved you, but from afar. I exalted, idealized, glorified you, little realizing that you cared not a whit, for I was just a cringing, small flea, to be disregarded, dismissed without plea. Yet you existed whole for me. In the letters unsent, unknowing, dwelling inside this drawer and my heart, like a poisoned dart creeping inside my innards, purging the life from my parts till the love died, a requiem for my past. Thank you.
Such a lovely poem.
Beautiful
Beautiful.
and so different in its approach and the theme and the subject, but yet
Thank you.
very, very realistic and very beautifully presented.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We have such great connection with letters. These days, people don't write letters, but we who
Yes,
have written letters, we expected letters, we waited for them, we collected
that's right.
them. It's a beautiful, it's a very beautiful connection. It's a completely different world in itself when we look at
Yeah.
letters. Thank
Somebody
you so
said it
much
I
very
for
still would
beautifully.
like, yes.
Somebody said it very beautifully कि आपके फोन में वो खुशबू कहाँ से आएगी जो उन पक्षियों में आती थी.
Yeah,
Bilkul.
So,
so well said. So well
so
said.
Absolutely.
As I said, I
letters,
would love to receive a letter even today, but I think,
absolutely.
as you said, it's like past now, and nobody ever
True.
receives letters anymore, sadly
Yeah,
True.
enough.
Yeah.
sad,
True.
very sad.
Thank you so much for such a lovely poem, Sushma ji.
Thank you.
With
Thank
that,
you.
we move on to Pallavi ji. Pallavi ji is from Bahrain and she has been staying there for past 11 years. And before I call her on the stage, let me introduce her to you. She was born in India. A former chemistry professor, Pallavi is an inspiring figure, seamlessly blending her passions for writing, art, and the environment. For her writing emanates peace, serving as a meditative path to self discovery and inner understanding. She is a bilingual poet. She writes in Hindi and English, takes her inspiration from nature. Her writings explore human emotions. Pallavi is an active member of various online poetry portals. She had recited her poem in prestigious NCPA in Mumbai. Libby also had opportunity to recite her poem at Embassy of India in Bahrain with poets from Oman and UAE. She has contributed to more than 15 international anthologies. She is an environmentalist, gardener, social worker, and a blogger. Pallavi is a wonderful artist as well and she had her solo exhibitions as well. So, with that beautiful introduction, and I may have missed some of it, I invite Pallavi to share her experience and also share one of her beautiful poetry on relationship. Pallavi, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Asha ji, for a lovely introduction. and you have been hosting so beautifully. And I heard rest all the poets. Everyone has written so beautifully, it touches heart. So regarding this anthology, when Neelam ji posted on the group, and I was so excited because basically my all poems are either in relation with environment, because I work so closely for environment. I mean, one of the person I was working here, she was from Britain, so she called me eco warrior because I do a lot of work for ecology. So for me, this anthology was not only relation to the environment, but my relationship with other people as well. I am a very emotional person, so I write about, about my relation with friends, with mother, with sisters, and with my father. So my poetry is basically, it's about people's experience. And this anthology has given me opportunity, thanks to Neelam ji, Asha ji, and of course Renu ji, for come up with such a beautiful book. So I won't take more time. All of us, especially we ladies, we write about our relationship with our mothers most of the time, though we may be close to our fathers as well. And this is November is the month of Men Health Month. So I thought, let me choose I won't say it's a poem, it's a small story from my life with the relation to my father. So here it goes. My father. I belong to a very, I won't say very affluent family, but good family. So, and in my family, everybody worked, and we were, you know, taught the dignity of labor all the time. So, my poem here it goes. My father worked 16 hours a day, 365 days of a year, his whole life. He is religious, believes in following traditions which do not impede the path, which do not impede the path of progress or progression. He did not get opportunity to higher education, but he is well read. He is a forward thinker. My father is selfless, my mentor and my supporter. I'm not scared of falling. I'm not scared of failing, as I know he's there. He's my pole star. I'm not scared of falling or failing because I know he's there. He's my pole star. He's my role model. He did not preach me integrity. Sorry about that. He is my role model. He did not preach integrity and honesty. He led by example. He gave me my dreams and made me a person. He gave me my dreams and made me a person who can make dreams come true. Thank you. It's a short poem.
Short and beautiful. And of course,
Very
as
nice.
I've seen,
It's a beautiful tribute.
Very deep and very touching.
Thank you so much,
absolutely.
everyone.
Love the poem. Very
Such
nice.
a sweet tribute to your father.
Yes.
Thank
And
you. Because
yeah.
in the anthology, I had sent a poem about mother. So I thought, let me choose one for father as well, because we all are, I would say our relations shape our personality. When we are growing up, the relationship we see around shape us. So it's very important to share what has gone through in our lives.
Absolutely true. Yeah.
Very true.
Sure,
Very
absolutely.
Thank you so
With
much, everyone.
Pallaviji's beautiful poetry, we have come to the end of first part of this session. And before I invite the poets of the second session, I would request each of you, if you have the anthology with you at present, can you please show our viewers how does it look?
Unfortunately, I don't have it right now with me, so I can't hold it.
Same here.
But it's
No
such a
problem.
beautiful
That's okay.
anthology, and it's a joy to look at it in others' hands.
It is indeed beautiful because of the contributions,
Yeah.
beautiful
Yes,
poems that were contributed from each of
it
you.
it brings us in touch with so many beautiful thoughts, and we think about the relationships in a new light when we read
It's
these
Absolutely.
like a
poems.
multi-hued bouquet, or like a
Absolutely.
rainbow,
Yes.
amalgamating so many different hues and colors.
Yes.
I'm so looking forward to read the book and read everybody's contribution in the
Yeah.
book.
True. With that, I would take your leave and I would request the next session, the poets of the next session to come on the stage. So,
Thank
thank you
you.
so
Thank
much for
you.
joinder us,
Good night.
Anshuji,
Take
Mm,
care.
Thank
thank
you.
you,
Satinder
Ashu,
Thank you for the
Asha ji, for
opportunity.
so
Thank,
wonderfully and
Thank you.
beautifully
So take
anchoring
care,
the whole
everyone. Bye
program.
bye.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
everyone, for
bye
your
bye.
beautiful poems.
Thank you.
Lovely listening to everyone.
Hello, Somdatta ji.
Good
Hello,
evening.
Mamta ji. And Purnima ji. I invited her. Yeah. Hello, Purnima ji.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Mamta ji. I
Hello.
was
Hello.
I was waiting for Bharti ji as well, but I can't see her. Mamta ji, are you here with two screens?
No, I'm with the one screen only. Is it?
Oh, okay, great. No, 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 it's fine. Okay, Bharti, yes, Dr. Bharti is also here. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we are here to celebrate our poetry anthology strings of connection. So to start with, I would request all of you, if you have your copies with you, can you show it on the screen?
So sorry, I'm traveling. I don't have it with me. But
Lovely.
have been really proud to show
No
it.
problem.
This is the
No problem.
beautiful anthology.
Yes, it is. I still have to read all the poems, but they are lovely. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm boasting a little as the editor of this book. I've read all of your poetries, and it was so inspiring. It was a beautiful journey, and I'm so proud of it. So, to start the session, let me tell you that we have wonderful poets here. We have Somdatta Mitra ji, we have Purnima Rao ji, Dr. Bharti Sharma, and we have Dr. Mamta Tiwari Tripathi ji. Welcome to the session.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
To
Thank
you
you
so
so
start
much.
the
much, Asha
session,
ji,
Thank you so
for
much.
the warm welcome.
you're welcome. And I'm waiting to hear your poems. So, to start the session, I would request Purnamaji to share her experience and one of her poems. And before that, let me introduce her to you. She is a postgraduate in physics from the University of Mysore and B.Ed from the Annamala University, a teacher by profession, teaching physics at the plus two level. She retired after serving for a mammoth 37 years from a prestigious school in Jabalpur, MP. She has a passion to learn and understand languages in their depth. She pens down her thoughts either as prose or poetry on issues that touch her heart. She also hosts and coordinates an online poetry meets. Her poems have been published in four anthologies: Gunj, The Breaking of Shackles, Mosaic of Poetical Musings, Vakt Ek Rahasya, and Unscrambling Time, and Yug Purush Sri Ram Yogi series. She is interested in understanding the scriptures in depth and is currently pursuing Gita chanting and study through online classes. That is such an introduction. So, Purnimaji, you are welcome on the stage to share your experiences.
Thank you so much, Asha ji. First of all, I would like to say a big thank you.
thank you is a very small word for Neelam Saxena ji, because despite her busy schedule, she coordinates and she encourages and she gets these published. I just don't understand how she multitasks all these things. So if there's something bigger than a thank you, I would like to say that, but I do not know a bigger word. But uh, a heartfelt thank you to the entire team of those who have edited and painlessly gone through all the poems and brought out such a beautiful uh, anthology. Thank you all so much. And this is special to me because the poem that has been published is actually my first poem which I recited on the LWG platform. So it's really special for me. So that was a poem which I really penned on a particular theme. I usually write on whatever comes to my mind or when I feel something strongly about something. But this was the one with a theme I had to pen it, and I was really unsure of my capacity. But when it was I applauded, I felt that yeah, maybe I can write, I can do all these things. So that was my first encouraging tap on my back. So I'm thankful to the LWG group. And the one that today I'm reading, it's not exactly on human relationship. If you can find a relationship that I would be grateful to you. So I'll just give a small introduction. It's autumn in the western part, and I have a cousin of mine who paints beautifully. And she loves the autumn, they call it fall, and the beautiful colors that the leaves take on during the fall. She just loves and she does wonderful paintings. And when I had composed a poem on one of her other paintings, she told me, Purnima, why don't you write a poem on the fall? So this is my, my pride, it's my effort. So it's a relationship, you can say, it's a beautiful relationship, but uh, small, it doesn't have a very large duration. It's a relationship between the tree and the leaf. And the leaf has to let go of the leaves, and the leaves in this brief duration live their entire life and they make their life beautiful, not only their life, those who are the people who see them, their lives also turn beautiful by seeing them. Uh, so it's about the pot. So here goes my point. The tree leaves each one, you know, each one, each one feels two she knows. She grew them in all care, and they in turn comfort in their shiny green gown with their green chlorophyll energy. But it is time to say goodbye. But why? Ask each leaf. Up the roof says Mama Tree. God, I need to conserve, to survive and keep the cycle going, to weather the winter hard, and then grow, regrow new leaves. And with that, to apply the pinch heart wrenching, the pinch heart wrench to her generous supply line. As the green pigments wither, orange, red, and the yellow come alive at every lamp and turn on their match to showcase their vibrancy in a flash dance of color. The autumn sky is set ablaze as orange spills into red and yellow engulfs the space,
celebrating, celebration of soft but colorful light fill the nippy air. Okay, you never know. Radiating in joyous abandon. They live their life to the fullest of crowed fear. Reluctantly allow the mellow rays of the autumn sun to plant a farewell kiss. Then they fall in grace to peace, to the welcome embrace of Mother Earth.
Beautiful poem.
That was
Thank you.
beautiful. You
Thank you.
painted the colors of fall for us. Thank you so
It's
much,
you.
Purnimaji.
Thank you so much. Thank
Okay. With that, we will move on to the next poet. We have Dr. Mamta Tiwari Tripathi ji. She is a passionate bilingual poet, and she writes poetry and stories too. She has penned her poems and stories has been published in school and college magazines, society magazines, and ophthalmic magazines too. She has been part of Anthology by LWG, Waqt Waqt Unscrambling Time. Professionally, she is a practicing ophthalmologist, a cornea anterior segment surgeon, rendering her expertise in Mumbai hospitals. Now, it's a very short introduction that she has shared with me, but let me tell you, she is very active in Poetry Circle and a wonderful person too. So I would love to invite her on stage to share her experience and her poem. Mamtaji, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Asha ji, for such a sweet introduction. Uh, what about this anthology? It's such a gripping, beautiful anthology, and it's a pleasure for me to be a part of this beautiful anthology, which has been edited by Renu ji, Asha ji, and had been curated by Neelam Saxena ji, giving us the opportunity to express our feelings regarding the relationships. As we go through this anthology, we come across the different dimensions of relationship, and it seems that different perspective of the people expressing the relations in different ways in a deeper dimensions. It's really a great honor to be a part of this anthology amongst the international and national acclaimed poets. Thank you so much, Asha ji, Renu ji, and Neelam ji for this opportunity to me. The poem which I have written in this anthology is regarding a soulmate. Right now, I'm going to present a poem regarding a relationship between a mother and a relationship of a mother with a chick in the form of a chick and a sparrow. As we all know, the first relation which anybody gets in the world is with the mother, who tries not to care, console, and direct the kids. So, this is a small poem which I'm going to present in the form of relationship of a chick and the sparrow. Life lessons to the chick, mother sparrow gave in the rick. Changes are part of life, challenging us to move ahead and to survive. Life ups and downs do glorifies as straight line signifies demise. Small sweetheart, baby of mine, I shower my love, care, and feed you a kind. Soon you have to come out of the nest. My guidance, assurance, your courage and confidence will help you to make changes and head away. Confronting weather, wind, and the word. Daunting task, although it is, but you will definitely conquer. Initial few steps and short hauls shape your wings stronger, helping you to stand tall. Small and tender as we are, need to evolve and enhance our senses after all. To recognize and shield from enemies, even if they are too far, sensing the breeze which help us to fly, but the swale and the storm which can destroy. Changing weather once ahead, whether to move out or to stay safe back. Traps are put across everywhere. Don't get grabby or don't fall anywhere. Food of thought and action are all here, guiding and helping you in life endeavors. Life is beautiful and full of challenges, each change being unique and different. Dear, accept, adapt, learn, and enjoy these challenges in the life. That's it. Thank you so much.
How sweet, beautiful. Of course, change is the only constant, and the first person who can teach that is a mother. Beautifully put it.
And a
Uh,
motivational poem also.
Absolutely
Yeah,
motivational.
sweet and inspiring.
Yes. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Mamtaji. And with that, we have come to the third poet for this evening. I would love to invite Dr. Bharti Sharma to share her poem with us. Dr. Bharti Sharma is here. I think I am in session with her for the first time. I've
Yes.
read her poem and it was beautiful. So let
Thank
me
you.
give you a little introduction. You're welcome, Bharti ji. She ventured into writing poetry in 2021. As an academic, she has been keenly interested in women's writing and loves to explore the various aspects of feminine identity in her poetry too. She loves to find beauty in chaos, and her poetry reflects her observations on human relationships, emotions, behavior, perspectives, and perceptions, and experiences, along with her appreciation of nature. She has published two collections of creative work as a co-creator. Her poems have also been published in online magazines. She recently contributed three poems to a women's appreciation anthology titled Weaving the Light, published by Quill Keepers Press USA. What a wonderful introduction, Bhartiji. I am eager to hear from you. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Asha And it's such a wonderful feeling to be a part of this live session today. And you are so right that you are meeting me for the first time, even if it's online. A colleague of mine has shared this call for submission with me, and I was just eager because the title, the theme was Rishte. And I think relationships simply define our lives. Whatever we become, it is owing to the relationships that we have in our life. I have contributed two poems in this, and it becomes special because one of the poems is autobiographical. When I received the notification, I was myself in a phase of transition, and that poem is written in Hindi. I mainly write in English, but this is the first time that I wrote in Hindi, and the poem got selected. So it was wonderful. And a big thanks to you and Renu ji and Neelam ji, of course, for this opportunity. I am truly honored and privileged to be a part of LWG Anthology, and then is this live session today with the renowned poets. Thank you so much. The poem that I want to recite is from the anthology that you just talked about, Weaving the Light. And since you said that you would prefer that we should talk about relationship, this is about celebrating the solidarity of women. And with that, it is also about celebrating the string of connection that connects all the women through their courage and the indomitable spirit. So, sure, it is. The poem is titled as The Amazons. here it goes. They have seen it all. The women who know not how to surrender. They continue to thrive, feeling comfortable in their skins. Their language sounds different, their metaphors unique. Every day, a new story. Endless ups and downs. Despite the struggles, they chase their dreams and how. People question their choices and criticize their dreams, find ways to discourage them and dampen their spirits. But these are the Amazons who know what it takes to shine, their ambitions empowering, and they continue to thrive. They carry forward the legacy of the women who survived the test of time, the women who dared to live on their own terms and took pride in their being. Life throws challenges at them, smiling and awaiting their defeat from a distance. Every day, a new struggle. Every hour, a new frontier. Sudden moments of vulnerability, a strong urge to disappear. Still, they do not budge and continue to surge ahead. They feel pain and anger, disappointment and betrayal, feel like they could bear it no more, yet they remain determined to survive through it all. Their breath, a fuming fire, their words exuding courage, their resilience infectious, their movement a magical trail. This is the lineage of warriors, a rich heritage of survivors. They have stood the test of time. They know how not to give up and how to fight with all their might. The women who have learned to lead by example. They do not need to shout ever from the rooftops. Their very life and elan, their words inspiring, their actions speak louder than their thinking progressive. The audacious and the obnoxious women who dare to question what has been set as a norm. They do not understand discriminations, for theirs is an inclusive eye. They do not follow the age old customs, binding people in suffocating ties. Theirs is a vision that has always been ahead of its time. They break all barriers, celebrating vigor and free spirit. Thank you.
What a lovely poem. Of course, the struggle of women never stops, but so does her resilience and the vigor with which she moves ahead. Thank you so much for such a
Thank
lovely
you.
poem,
Thank you.
Bharti. And with that, we come to the last poet of the evening, Somdatta Mitraji. And I can't tell you more about Somdatta Mitraji. She is such a beautiful poetess. When I was listening to her last time, I could feel each and every word that she weaves in her poetry. So before I invite her on the stage, let me tell you something about her. Somdatta Mitra ji is an acclaimed international poet, writer, painter, orator, and peace ambassador. She has been teaching creative writing, English and history for 20 years. Her poems has been translated into Spanish, Arabian, Portuguese, Romanian, Italian, and Chinese languages. Her debut solo poetry book, The Spectrum of Emotions, was published in 2024 by Writers Corner Publication. Her second book is a collaborative poetry book with international writers. Rainbow of Voices, Poets Across Borders, is under publication. She has received Global Teacher Innovative Excellence Award from National Society Education and Research, Dadar, Mumbai. She is a recipient of Bango Shrestho Samman, Bango Shrestho Samman, the Bengal Excellence Award in Writing Poetry, and she was featured in the media. She has been a co-author in more than 1,500 anthologies. She has been featured in various digital magazines and e-newspapers. She has been invited in many shows, and I can go on and on and on about this wonderful poetess. So now I would like to invite Somdatta ji on stage. so that she can share her experience and one of her poems too.
Thank you, Asha ji, for such a warm and generous introduction. And I'm so privileged to be among such distinguished poets over this live session today. I want to wholeheartedly thank Madam Neelam Saxena for giving me this platform, for giving me this opportunity to be one significant part in this garland of the strings of connection relationship books, this anthology, and to you, Ashaji, and to Renuji. This is such a magnificent devotion of everyone, not only to all three of you, but to all the poets who have been, attractive pearls in this stream as, relations that has been ornated by all three of you. And I think their participation while I was reading all the, perspectives of the, ideologies of the poets in respect to relationships in this anthology, uh, I felt that this is no less than a garden where everybody's fragrance could be really be gifted. It has been gifted to all of us. And being a participant in this garden is not only an honor, it's not only a privilege, it is a blessing to me. And I wholeheartedly thank Neelam Saxena ma'am, you and Renu ma'am for giving this opportunity. So, over my contributions in this anthology, uh, one of my poem among the two poems I have written about freedom. Freedom means you have the liberty to understand all the relationships surrounding you, over nature, over your family, over your friends. Everything matters. But today I'm going to present a new poem relating it to this subject, where there are two aspects of relationship. One is you get a lot of good coordinations. On the second one is you get a little bit of reflections of poignancy. So combining both the things, we learn how to move in this journey. So relating it to this, I want to recite my poem. The title I have given is The Silent Language of Our Hearts. The silent language of our hearts. A bouquet of relationships, fragmented with love and affection. I hold them close with warmth and devotion for a foundation. Petals of laughter, cascade of tears, symphonies that connect souls for several cheers. A garden of friendship, fragranted with trust, a comfort over the shoulder that causes the blossoming of cheerleaders, links of connections that beautify every sphere, harmony in hearts, hold the strings together, affection and love unite all to a magical garden of Eden, enfolding an aura of companionship to an oblivion, a delicate balance to persevere and grasp, ties bind us all together in a wave of hearts. In a mirror of relationships, we find ourselves, a shared humanity that binds us tight, that overwhelms. Love is the foundation that holds us up. Friendship is a shelter that shields us from life storms. In several moments of life where we are caged in egoism, a wall of pride, a void in relationship is love's light that falters and calls. For the stormy seas of self conceit, my distance relationships into a far shore. Let us navigate those echoes of complicated barriers and sail with gratitude in the divine destination as anchors of amelioration, where all relationships receive purity and perfect harmony and remain in threads of mutual respect confluently. Thank you. Here I conclude.
Delightful poem.
Thank you so much.
What a beautiful poem. And the words you use, they just bring delight naturally. You don't have to try. Thank you so much, Somdattaji.
Deeply satisfied over my work. Thank you so much, Ashaji.
With that, we have come to an end of this session as well. I can't thank you enough to be here and be part of this session and share your beautiful poetry once again with us. And we would love to have you again for the next anthology soon. And for the viewers, thank you very much to be a part of this session, encouraging all the poets. And you know now what is there in the book. So get your copy today. The book is available on Amazon. So get your copy, read the books. You can reach out to the poets and wait for our next anthology. So before we conclude the session, here is the book. This is what it looks like. A beautiful book, and you can buy either the hard copy, or I think there's still time to for us to publish the ebook. But yes, the hard copy is available. And what is more interesting? I think holding a book and reading is more interesting. What do you say? Okay, so with that, we have come to an end of this session. We will come soon with rest of the poets and share their poetry with you all. Thank you so much, Somdatta ji, Bharti ji, and Mamta
Thank
ji
you.
for
Thank you.
joining me for this lovely session.
And Asha
Bye
ji, you're such a
bye.
wonderful
It's a
host.
pleasure for this
Thank
opportunity
you so
and
much.
an excitement that will continue till we get the opportunity for the next anthology. Still, I'm anticipating.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Thank
Absolutely.
you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshaji, for conducting it in such a beautiful way and editing also the book in a such a nice way. Thank you so much. We
Thank
will be
you so
looking
much.
forward for the next anthology where we can contribute a bit.
Absolutely. We will come up with it soon. So, with that,
Okay,
good night to all of you.
bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye bye.